That's what I'd like to ask. What?
Follow me, Fox.
Is it really you, Father? So we did get 200 points. Obviously, we're not getting the medal because Slippy died. Or,
This way, Fox.
you do have to follow James directly. You can't take any wrong turns, otherwise you'll just fly into a massive fireball. So you need to keep track. You need to keep up close with him. Obviously, he's boosting, practically the entire time. So, because he wants to get out of here too. But
Never give up. Trust your instincts.
well, that's where that saying comes from. You say it all the time. Okay. Alright, and whoa, this should be the last turn. Oops, wrong button. Oh, I can't zoom in at all. Okay, I can't do the first-person cockpit mode.
You've become so strong, Fox.
1, 2 ships leave. That was 2 ships. 1 disappearing into the sunset. Or the blackness of space. Okay. Mission accomplished. We did it, guys. I think Slippy's like, yes, you did it!
That's our leader.
Of course, Fox is
What's wrong, Fox?
looking around.
Nothing. Nothing's wrong.
Everything is done. 1261 is a terrible score run, but I can live with it. So I think what I'll do now is, since this is the first time we beat the game, I will include these credits in part of the game. So, like I mentioned, I am going to do probably 2 more paths of this game. Haven't quite decided which ones yet, but I think I will include every level for sure. I'm not gonna do like every possible like path outcome. I don't think I'm gonna do that much. Let's see here, who's this here? It's Peppy. Peppy's talking. And there's Falco. We're definitely gonna, when we take our other path, we're also going to meet other characters along the way. And Slippy's going la 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 la. But anyway, so yeah, so now Victorious, the Star Fox fleet, gets to fly back home to Corneria. Isn't that awesome? But yeah, so like I mentioned, this was the path I call Revenge of Star Wolf. I mean, I think, I don't know for certain if you go straight to Venom 2, I know they have the same ships, but I don't know if they are as difficult, if that makes any sense. Because they really haven't really, gotten accustomed to you guys yet, up to that point. However, I know this was a very tough battle for me. I usually do not have this much trouble tackling Star Wolf. Maybe it was just the LP jitters, I don't know. However, that being said, the next path, if you want to try and do a score challenge, I think what I'm gonna call this next path, quit dinking around, Slip. So what actually we're going to do is we're going to meet Bill. We will meet Bill. So what we're going to do is, I think what we'll do is Corneria, Sector Y, Katina, Sector X, Titania, Bulls, Venom. I think that'll be my next trip. I love how Slippy keeps like looking back and forth and to the left, to the right, and being like, "Wow."
Star Fox, we are in your debt. I would be honored to have you as part of the Cornerian. Oh no, sir. We prefer doing things our own way.
You betcha.
Great Fox is ready to go. It's time for us to go now.
And of course, the epic running through the desert sunset scene. I remember in my Borderly condensed play, I said this reminded me of a No Doubt song. But I don't know. Now listening to this music, I've heard people say that this music is very reminiscent of the credits to Ocarina of Time. I mean, I'm sure it's the same composer guy, but I wonder how much they borrowed. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm yawning, guys. Remember, I just did this whole first thing in one sitting. I can't pause the game really at all, otherwise I'd have to start back from the beginning. I might do that for future segments because I just might. But anyway, here's Gray Fox. But yeah, Star Fox 64 is definitely one of my favorite games of all time. One, because it is cool that you can go through the entire game within an hour's time. A lot like your more classic NES games. Well, particularly the Mega Man is what I'm thinking of. But the other thing is that, yeah, it has this much more customability to it as well. I mean, all the different paths. Again, I need to figure out how many there are possible for sure. There are maps somewhere that say that you can go from Titania to Macbeth. That's absolutely false. I love this part. It's so epic. Like, I love this music. I really don't want to say anything at this point. But yeah, so now everybody flies off into the sun, back to Solar. Make sure that there aren't any bioweapons left over. 1997, Nintendo. I want to say that this is the most canon-like episode. Canon with two ends. Like, in Star Fox history, this is what happens over the course of the game. So 1261 is our total. The end is all it says. Definitely did not make the ranks this time. However, again, that's just me being stupid with a Game Shark a long time ago. And, okay, 1539 is my personal best score ever. I know people can do much better than that, for sure. But I mean, look at Katina. I totally did not do anything in Katina. I just killed the... Well, we'll get to Katina when we get to Katina. That's for sure. However, yeah, and then of course a couple other times, I try and label it by what apartment I was living in at the time. So this was when I lived... this was 5 years ago. This was 2 years ago. This was, again, 5 years ago. Wow. So, of course, my best time is probably when I lived, probably back around 2000 or something like that. But, long, long time ago. However, anyway, we got 1,200 or something in this run, so let's get our bill.
What?
Yeah, I mean, thanks, General Pepper. We kind of saved the world, so here's our bill. Of course, I don't know how many space dollars... I don't know what the price is of space dollars for things, but... So I don't know if 80,000 is a lot or very little, but... yeah, Sergeant Pepper. General Pepper, you owe us 80,000 space dollars. Okay? Thank you. Alright guys, so this is the end of this segment of Star Fox, so I will see you guys in the next bit. Thank you guys so much. See you later.